Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Risk of Rain. I am Rawrquaza. So today we're gonna be doing a speed run. It's SGDQ week. I think it's a week. If you don't know what SGDQ is, or if you've never seen a GDQ before, GDQ is Games Done Quick. Twitch.tv/Games Done Quick. Link is in the description. Go check it out. It's a week-long marathon of all sorts of games being speedrun, and they raise money, a lot of money for charity. For right now, it's like Doctors Outside of Doctors Without Borders. That's it. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Doctors Without Borders raising tons of money to do all sorts of cool stuff, and they're really sweet speedruns, so go check it out. In honor of that, I'm going to kind of try a little bit of a speedrun here. It's not going to be super professional. I just kind of want to show people. I know that I've done this on my channel before, too, I think. But anyway, the speedrun strat is Bandit, and we'll get to why in a bit. But we have glass. There's a couple questionable things in terms of artifacts. I think one might make an argument for kin being faster, just because you can get lucky enemy spawns. But I'm gonna play with it off because I want the items that bosses drop, and bosses don't spawn on kin. At the level that we're going to be doing at. Distortion and Spider are obviously detriments. Honor is questionable too. You might... I think it makes it too dangerous. I don't think that that's necessary. We're going to be playing on Drizzle, because difficulty... When, in speedruns, you're just trying to get to the end, so, you know, it's about going fast, not about doing it on the hardest difficulty. Glass, obviously, for damage. No Enigma, very specifically reason why will be shown later. Sacrifice is another one that you might argue for or against. I'm going to have it on just so that I don't have to manage my money, and I can get items, you know, kind of passively. And, you know, I don't actually know if this is the right choice for a speedrun, but, you know, the way that I'm playing right now, I guess, is going to use Sacrifice. You might argue that both Sacrifice and Kin should be on or off. I'm not quite sure what... the better strategy would be, but I'm going with my best guess right now. Command, obviously, so that we can choose our items. Spirits, characters run faster at lower health. More fast equals more go fast. And then Origin. Imps invade the map every 10 minutes. The only reason I'm doing that is so that, like, the one time that they will spawn during the run, I think I'm going to be over... My estimate here, if we get a good run, it'll be about 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes, probably. For me doing this just off the cuff. I haven't practiced at all. But yeah, it'll give me just an extra item is basically what I'm looking at there. You play with the zoom scale at 1 or times 1 just so that you can see the teleporter. And I'm going to reset until we get the correct stage. We want the beach. We want the dried lake because it's the smaller of the two stages that you can start out on. So you can see the teleporter a little bit faster. I'm not going to reset a whole bunch. I just want to complete a run rather than, you know... I want to get like a PB, right? Okay, so immediately we got a use item. We're going to get the gigantic amethyst, and I'll explain to you why. There's a glitch with the Bandit where when you... We're going to take a golden gun for damage. There's a glitch with the Bandit where when you use your smokescreen ability and then cooldown reset with the gigantic amethyst. The gigantic amethyst resets all your cooldowns for free. So when you use gigantic amethyst after you use smokescreen, smokescreen gives you a 20% movement speed buff. If you use it, then smokescreen, and then reset it, and then use it again, 20% of your movement speed is permanently multiplied. It's just a stackable thing. What are we getting for another tier 1, or tier 2 rather? I think I'm going to get Harvester Scythe just for a little bit of healing. We're going to get Crowbar as our first tier 1. I'm kind of picking these items as I go. But generally we want healing, we want a little bit of... We want damage, obviously, so Crowbar is very important. The main problem, or the main time-consuming element of this run, I think, is the final boss. So getting the damage and being able to sustain during the final boss fight is very important. We've gotten very good luck with with item RNG so far. I think other tier 1s we want some crit if possible. We're gonna keep stacking. I think we really have everything we need because we're gonna be going really fast here. We have the gigantic amethyst, which is the main component of the run, I think. And we might actually stop using it after a certain point, just so that we can maintain control. Oh, whoops, I messed it up there, but that's okay. So that we can maintain control, because with this Bandit glitch, you can, in fact, end up going too fast to control it, but we'll keep going as far as is reasonable. Magma Worm is fine. Honestly, there's not really any problematic bosses with the Bandit. We're gonna grab some crit. Crit is damage, and it also helps me proc. I'm gonna grab an extra jump. No, I'm gonna grab this, just so that we can ensure survival. And then we'll grab another golden gun, which will increase the rate at which we get our golden gun stacking. Golden gun is a stackable up to 70% increased damage based on how much money you currently have. Each additional golden gun reduces the amount of money that you need in order to get to that 70% damage cap. So it's very good. There are other tier 2s that would also be useful, but in this run, I don't think we need them. There's good like crowd control abilities, but we're not going to need them. I think we just need straight damage, because we can pretty much, as you can see, 1 or 2 shot every enemy due to the 500% damage, or 400% damage from glass, even though the tooltip on the main screen says it's 500, it's actually 400. They nerfed it, don't ask. But yeah. So now we wait. One remaining enemy, that's the worst possible thing. He's up here. Come on, freaking jellyfish. Okay. Alright. Ancient Valley is not a bad thing, per se. The problem is that, it's a big stage, so we're gonna have to find the teleporter. There it is. We'll keep stacking this 20% multiplicative movement speed stack. I think I can just stand here, actually. I should probably get some attack speed. That's something that I'll probably get my next tier 1. Whoa. Okay, there's a tier 2 and a tier 1 at the same time, which is not great. That's okay. Let me see if we can get something useful here. I'm gonna grab that. Ukulele isn't super useful. I wanted the soldier syringe there, and ukulele is better than... if I were to get another golden gun, it would be helpful, but the tier 1 was a goat hoof, which is movement speed, and we obviously have incredible amounts of movement speed already. Not that ukulele is not useful. It does do damage. It's just not super large amounts of damage. We are just 1 or 2 shotting every enemy, basically, here. Which is good, and we're out. Okay, Magma Barracks is, under a normal run, not a very good thing. But we should be able to murder a cremator if it does spawn. A cremator did spawn. That's probably the worst thing that could have happened. That's okay, though. Because of our insane movement speed, it doesn't matter too terribly much. I'm going to grab another golden gun. That is going to make our gold gain, the little bar that you see, you might be able to see. You might not even be able to see anything. But the little bar that's next to our, on the left of our character, that fills up really fast. And if we even get a fourth one, I think I might stop at 4. That should be all we need. We can maybe grab something else. We're gonna grab attack speed here. More attack speed. It's good. Just wait for the timer to stop here. Make sure all the enemies are dead. I can be increasing my move speed here. And actually, I should have been doing that the entire time. Move kind of fast at the moment. Oh, the other thing about picking up Goat Hoof, I think picking up a movement speed item actually resets your movement speed in the first place, so that is not a good thing. Getting a Hopo Feather for a double jump actually might not be a bad idea. Please tell me I didn't miss the teleporter. Terrible spawn location for the teleporter. The exact farthest place it could have been. I'm gonna go down here. I am gonna get a double jump just so that we can mobilize around the stage a little bit. We're almost done. The longest part of the fight, or the longest part of the next stage, is going to be the boss fight. We should be okay for the boss fight, I think. It's kind of a terrible layout for this, but that's okay. It's also a little bit difficult to move around. I don't think those enemies down at the bottom are going to despawn, which kind of sucks. Yeah, we're gonna have to go down here and kill these guys. That's fine. Kill this bug. Oh, come on. Don't do this. No, no, no. Okay, we have double jump now. Wasting a little bit of time here, but that's okay. Did I just hit loop? I did. I'm an idiot. Okay. On the last... So that is a mistake. That's okay. Obviously, you would have wanted to go to the final stage here. So this is not the ideal situation at all by any means. So that was a game-ending error right there, probably. That's okay though. It's not a world record run. So normally we would be on the final stage by now. I'm just an idiot. Alright. That is actually a stupidly dumb error. I just need to not ever do that ever again. That's okay. That's why you practice these things. This is only my first attempt in quite a while. So, obviously if you were doing this at home, going for the world record, you would not have made this mistake. It's right. It's still going to be a fast run. And this is more of a tutorialization for tutorialization purposes. I'm thinking thinking that crit is probably not the best option. I think it was a better idea to stack attack speed. I mean, not that crit is a bad idea. I don't know. It's just that our tier 1s are so taken up by other stuff. I think this Imp Vanguard is not despawned, or not going to despawn, so we're gonna have to fight him. So maybe Origin isn't a good idea, although this would have been on the final stage if I hadn't have been an idiot. Oh, tier 3. I actually didn't think about this. Let's get Shattering Justice, just because we do have the attack speed to make it useful. That is an armor break. It might actually be useful on the final boss. Okay. Just need this jellyfish. There we go. Okay, now we press the Q button to teleport to the final level, not the A button. I'm gonna pick up all this experience, and then we get out of here. Alright. Now, loading times. Oh my god, the loading times. There used to be a way in a previous patch to dash through the walls with Enforcer, or not Enforcer, with Mercenary or Huntress or any class that had a dash ability. That not the Commando. Commando has a dodge roll. But if you got enough goat hooves, then you could totally skip the 30 seconds that it would take you to get through each of the 3 cargo doors, which is like a minute and a half. So it may have been worth on a previous build to do a different class, but there we go. So we got a key card. So what we'll do is we'll activate this first door, and we'll get. Actually, I don't know. It might be a better idea in order to go fast to go for the damage thing. The Gauss cannon. Okay, I have like 8 seconds to get back there. No problem. We're fast. So we just gotta open one more door. So yeah, we're just you know, it's all right. This is a practice warm-up run, tutorializing the game, starting a discussion maybe. Okay, we have 8 soldier syringes now, I think. We're gonna get a. We have a golden gun maxed, so let's get a. Shit, man. Crit. Predatory Instincts, which will increase our attack speed if we get crits. And then final boss. And actually, for the final boss, it doesn't actually matter, because now that we've seen where everything is. We don't need to have zoom scale on. So, Providence has multiple phases. He puts up a shield that you do 1 damage against. There is a way on this, and on the sniper, if you're playing sniper, you can one-shot each phase rather than having to wait for the shield to go down. And then there's also certain abilities like bleed. Just, you know, if anyone's interested in finding a faster way to route this, if you stack bleed, that persists through the shield, I think. So the fast strats are just get the, as long as you attack him when his shield's down, you're phasing him with the maximum amount of. Yeah, the worms are easy, just shoot them. There we go. Okay. For this phase, he summons a Shadow Providence and has some minions. Shadow Providence, happens every time you phase one of his shields, but it's basically the same fight as before. In casual play, this is like, I mean, he's not a difficult boss, but this is this can be a tricky phase. Oh Jesus! Well, me going really fast there is because I dropped health. That's okay. And that's it. And then we hit the button, and that's it. That's time. Boop. Alright. That was pretty good. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button and subscribe. Go watch SGDQ. I'm going to be watching it, and my girlfriend and I are watching it all this week. That was by no means like a super professional speedrun, but it is kind of a good groundwork, I think, for anyone who's never seen like a Risk of Rain speedrun or and what all that's about. And you know, maybe we can open the gates if anyone has like possible optimizations. I'd love to hear them. Things that could have, maybe better item choices. I bet that there's some of that. I think, I don't know. I think the class is pretty robust, because the movement speed on Bandit is pretty OP. But our in-game time was 16:16, which is not great. It is under 20, but I think we could do a lot better. And of course, you could get better RNG. And then, you know, the kin and sacrifice discussion. I'm interested on what people have to say about that. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. And I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.